Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we are live for our first official preview for the One Struggle Radio podcast. It's yours truly, the Prez J Raw on the other end, without no introduction, the CEO himself, and also killing it right now with the phenomenal showcases. They can't do it like us. Why don't you introduce yourself to the people out there, sir?
In the world over.
You live. Introduce yourself.
Oh, it was a little lag there. You know what it is. I'm the man that needs no introduction the world over. The one, the only DJ Hardcore. One Struggle Entertainment is in the building and on the air. We ready to talk some sports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like I started off with, this is just a preview to let you guys know what we're gonna bring y'all starting Wednesday, May 15th. I'm saying we're gonna be airing twice a week. Basically today, this is just a preview of what the Wednesday show is gonna be. Friday show,
Getting
you know what I'm
serious.
saying? It's gonna be more so about all about you artists, you Patreon artists. Y'all want to start submitting music right now? Y'all can submit music to one struggle radio at gmail.com. And we'll start. You can take a look at the Patreon. Go to Patreon at www.patreon.com/one, the number one struggle, then radio. And then you can check out the Patreon tier system we got setting up. So without further ado, because I ain't gonna hold the CEO up. He is a man of time is money. That is definitely a motto of this guy. I'm glad I was finally nailing down to even want to consider to do a podcast, but that's here nor there.
You already know it's all love. It's all good.
All right, so we gonna get into it. We're gonna review last night. You know what I'm saying? It was game one of the Sixers. You know what I'm saying? It was up in Toronto in the six going against Drake team, going against them Raptors. And
Well, I think the Sixers just got to get their legs under them because it was basically that first quarter. They lost that first quarter by 8, and then they never couldn't regain that the footing. But they played tough.
uh-oh. There you go. We're gonna
But they were
work
just
with the lag.
playing from behind.
Yeah,
And
it definitely
it was just
was.
tough for them to
The
come
thing
back.
about it though, Kawhi showed, even though a lot of people forgot that he wasn't playing for what almost 2 seasons, and for him to be in the playoffs and show what he did at the Spurs, I mean, you know, as good as the Sixers tried to do, especially Ben, and they tried different defensive
He just showed
schemes.
that.
He definitely showed his will. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, we're going to slide into a little bit of a review of the last night game 7 with the Spurs and the Nuggets. That was crazy. Especially when LaMarcus Aldridge had an opportunity to foul, and he can't blame so hardly on the crowd now. Granted, it was
No,
a lot of noise, but
he's got to understand the game and the timing and the situation, and he's got to show more than he needs to do. He's been playing ball too long. I know.
yeah, without a doubt, sir, without a doubt. And they get the opportunity to they advance and they get to go against the Blazers. And like we talked about in pre-production, you got a good feeling that Damian Lillard may advance the Blazers past this second round and get an opportunity to go on to the conference finals.
Right now, Damian Lillard is just he's a killer.
Yeah, that's why they call him Dom.
He showed you that he got more than nice water in his veins with that last second shot. That was just crazy. That didn't even make no sense. And then he then he posed on him and gave him the look.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's going to be guaranteed a good quality series against them and the Nuggets because you have I think he's not. Is he a rookie? The guy that had the triple double last night, I think is Nokovic, if I'm pronouncing it right.
I don't believe he's a rookie, but he's a young guy. I think he's like 24.
Yeah, I think he know more than his 3 years in the league now. Probably second year.
these series here and this part of the playoffs is really like this is the meat of the playoffs. Because you're getting the teams that are playing at their optimum level. A lot of times the teams that like your guys, those guys, they don't really start getting too heavy and locked in until they get to the last game of the conference finals, and then they're ready to take it to another level when they get to the chip. But these upstart franchises, they're going to be, they're going to have to step it up if they because even though the Warriors they're going to really, these other teams are going to have to step it up, like beyond where anything that they think they faced all season. They're going to have to take it up even higher.
Yeah, I think one team for sure is going to be the Rockets, and that series happens later on this afternoon. Right now, going on, we got Boston and the Bucks, but after that's going to be a knockout, drag out series because you had the series last year when we took them Rockets to Game 7 and how we pulled that out. And earlier, I was watching a little clip they had on ESPN when they was comparing when Harden goes against Curry and how he takes advantage of Curry, especially this season. They said he averaged more against Curry than he do Clay. And I think that's interesting only due to the fact of the size wise and the timing of how Harden with his dribble and his handle, how he rock people to sleep with it. Almost let one out, but that's how nasty his
Well,
crossover be, And it's going to be good, but one thing for sure, I do see them doing a lot. I think they may play a lot of Iggy on Harden, and they definitely gonna put a lot of Clay on Harden. I think
yeah,
more Steph going to guard the other guard versus guarding Harden. He may do a lot of guarding Chris Paul, if anything, more so than guarding Harden, because when you guard Harden,
to
Harden take
create a matchup
advantage
problem,
of
it's
you.
definitely the
Yeah,
strength to really guard Harden.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So that was our little NBA preview. We're gonna slide into the NFL draft. Was over the weekend. It was last Thursday, and our
yeah.
beloved Eagles. They made some stellar picks. We're gonna start off. I'm just gonna run them down real quick, and then I'm gonna get the hardcore thoughts real fast. All right, the first pick was Andre Lillard. He was first round pick number 22nd. He was an O lineman out of Washington State, big boy. Then you had the second round pick. They had Miles Sanders, a running back from Penn State, 5'11". Then the next second round pick they had was a wide receiver that's 6'2" out of Stanford. His name is JJ Arcega Whiteside. And from what I was watching on ESPN this morning, he had ties with Condoleezza Rice. Seemed like he got his good head on shoulders. He got a good football IQ, so that's another weapon for Carson. Then number 4 pick they had in the fourth round was local upstart by the name of Sharif Miller. He was a DN from out of Penn State at 6'4". And then the last pick they had was a quarterback out of the fifth round named Clayton Torson, who was out of Northwest. So that's interesting that they picked up another quarterback. I got to definitely get your thoughts on that one.
Well, as far as the drafting the quarterback, a lot of teams draft
Just bear with us.
quarterback. It's going to generate on them taking a quarterback, but I don't really think that's that big of an issue because if you think about it, they already have a quarterback in camp, on the team rather that they feel as though could be a viable option if something should happen to Carson. That's why they felt no qualms letting Nick go. But I think they made a really smart move in moving up to get that offensive lineman because they have to be ready to replace the legendary
Jason Peters. You're gonna
and
come back.
he's already torn his Achilles twice. He tore his knees up 2 or 3 times. So sooner or later he's going to have to hang it up. But right now he's going to be a good mentor to the young guys. So
Definitely.
I think that was a real smart move.
Yeah. And for what I see, some of his highlights, the guy Lillard, Dillard, excuse me, he looked like he definitely is a beast, and he's definitely going to give some good protection and it gives some options where they can put Lane Johnson, shifting him whether he stay on the right or maybe decide to move him left. Because I think,
I think they're gonna keep him on the right because he's comfortable there, and you
yeah,
figure if Jason Peters can last one more year, the rookie can learn from him, and they're going to there's going to definitely be games where Peters goes
yeah.
out because he goes out all the time, and they'll have their times to get the young guys some tick.
Oh, definitely, definitely. What's your thoughts on them picking up a running back, especially from Penn State? And from my understanding, he studied under Saquon Barkley. So I'm interested to see how that could they. I'm just say this: they compared him to the young Shady.
Well, I think it was an excellent choice because by Saquon being there, he got a chance to not only study under him, but he didn't get banged up. He didn't play a lot, so that's probably going to prolong his career. They're going to be getting Corey Clement back, and they still have some of the other guys. I think the only odd man out is going to be, unfortunately for him, um, the guy that we really just got a chance to see play last year because he kept getting hurt was year before that, the previous 2 years before, he hurt all the time. You
Say
know what I'm
that one
talking
more
about?
time because of the lag. I didn't catch it.
Oh, the running back last year that the Eagles were using a lot in their running back by committee. He was a smaller back, Smallwood. Smallwood,
Oh, oh, yeah.
I think he's going to be left out of the equation this year because I think,
Especially with this guy look like that they drafted this weekend, the guy from
yeah,
Penn State. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I think he'll be taking
I
his
think
spot.
Clement will come back,
Mhm.
and they'll probably pick up a veteran and the rookie, and they'll probably even bring back the other guy last year, Josh. He'll probably come back.
You talking about Jai? You think they would bring Jai back?
No, not a Jai, Josh. You know Josh.
Oh. I can't think of his last name offhand, but I think I know who you're talking about. The other running back they had. What about the wide receiver?
That's a little puzzling to me because I felt as though they should have maybe they had an opportunity to get one of the guys that was still out there, one of the bigger names, but maybe they
Mhm.
see something in this kid that we don't see.
Yeah, I think what they listing, Matt, 6'2", 225. Some people were saying if he pan out better than them letting Golden Tate go, because I think Golden Tate signed with not the 49ers, might have been the Ravens. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. It was the Giants. That's what Golden Tate signed with. He signed with the
Well,
Giants.
I knew they weren't going to bring Golden Tate back
Yeah.
because if you going to give at the same time, like I thought that they should have.
Yeah, he wasn't to me, he wasn't worth the third round pick. I think they could have got him for much less, but was what it was.
Yeah, they didn't really use him enough to really warrant giving that pickup.
Definitely, man. So it's interesting. You got the OTAs in a couple weeks, and before you know it, training camp gonna be right around the corner.
Did,
But
however, make a big catch in that playoff game. Made a couple
yeah,
big
but
catches.
that's why we got these NBA playoffs to keep us our appetite full until what I'm saying football season roll around. But the Phillies doing good. We'll get into that on the 15th. We'll touch on the Phillies and how they doing. Today was just a preview, letting everybody know, what I'm saying, as far as what the Wednesday show is going to be about.
All right.
All right. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in real quick. Like I said, this is just a preview, letting you guys get a little taste of what's going down on May 15th on a Wednesday. It's yours truly, the Prez J Raw. On the other end, you got the CEO, One Struggle, and also the CEO of DJ Hardcore Productions, DJ Hardcore himself. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get that music to y'all very soon. Like I said, you Patreon artists, Y'all want to get down with us, go to patreon.com/1struggle radio. Check out the Patreon tier. As low as $5 a month, we be playing y'all music. Know what I'm saying? We got a nice setup for the $15 members who decide they want to join us, go as high as that. You can start submitting the songs to 1struggleradio@gmail.com. Know what I'm saying? Is there anything you want to lead to the people before we end this, big guy?
Well, this was just, we was just touching the surface with this, just letting, like he said, just letting people know, and all the artists out there that want to submit your music and work with us, and eventually touch that stage at one of the events that DJ Hardcore Productions in association with One Struggle Entertainment puts on.
All right, good peoples. We're going to end it on that note. All right, we're going to let y'all go. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.
Holla.